Tsui-Na is a massage therapy, basically incorporating different hand techniques, musculoskeletal manipulations. It has a very long history, stemming back to classical Chinese medicine. In the past, Tsui-Na practitioners were Tsui-Na practitioners and spent a lot of time massaging people in communities and working in battlefields. In its modern manifestation, it's used in Chinese hospitals and Chinese clinics in China for advanced orthopedic work. In the West, it's not as well known, but it's becoming more popular because it's such an integrated and such a full massage therapy system. So what distinguishes Tsui-Na from other forms of massage therapy? Tsui-Na actually uses its techniques synergistically to utilize bone, tendon, skin, fascia, and muscle, and using the techniques to integrate all these different body systems, working with an injury, not just from one dimension, from many different angles. The techniques themselves are actually quite unique looking from most massage therapists. For example, the rolling technique. We're using the hand to roll over tissues, pumping blood in and out of the musculature, getting the lymphatic drainage happening, and kind of down-regulating the nervous tension that's built up around any kind of disharmony. And so it kind of looks like this. From the outside, it doesn't look like much is happening, but to the recipient, there's actually quite a bit of pressure and quite a bit of movement of body fluid. The context of how Tsui-Na is used in the West, it's kind of an interesting scenario because we're not physios, we're not working in hospitals like in China, but we do have quite a bit of therapeutic power just because of the techniques themselves are so potent. What we do treat is everything from back pain, different ongoing chronic and acute disorders. So there's kind of like, one of the things with massage is typically they kind of focus on one area or the other. Tsui-Na has this really diverse milieu of techniques like cupping, which can be used more for acute disorders, and then kind of more so massage techniques that can be used to restore even things like bone disharmonies or spinal abnormalities over time. Currently, Tsui-Na practitioners in China actually go through extensive, rigorous medical training and then kind of ongoing clinical training in an orthopedic setting. In the West, we've been very lucky to have a really strong clinical practice that's based on 1 year of following senior practitioners, along with coursework, anatomy, physiology, and some business and ethics training as well. So that basically covers like a general idea about what Tsui-Na is, how it works. Does anyone have any questions?